One final microphone check. Yes, it's working. Hands are cold. It's freezing outside, and I don't know why I'm not wearing a sweater. Because the current temperature is, well, normally it says, well, that's the temperature, and now it's like, nah, I'm not telling you. It's cold. It's cold. Well, I can check my watch. What does my watch say? 2 degrees feels like 0, so it feels like freezing temperature right now. So yeah, it's cold today. Oh man, well, it's not the last day of the year. That's tomorrow, but tomorrow I don't have a stream scheduled because it's New Year's Eve, or basically, why is it called New Year's Eve even though it's not the New Year yet? In Dutch we called it Old Year's Eve because it's the old Eve, and it will be New Year's Day. And somehow in English it's already New Year's Eve, and that's not on January 1st, it's on December 31st. But I can't believe the year is almost up. Wow, the time did fly very, very fast. I was thinking what should be highlights for me. Well, I passed the 600, right? I passed the 600 followers on Twitch, which I hope to do in the beginning of the year, I believe, when I did my 24-hour marathon, which was also a highlight. It was a tough one this year. And don't know if you noticed, but I nodded off a few times. But yeah, it was like I had a couple of those moments. It was hard. I woke up way too early to do a 24-hour stream, and it bit me. But I persevered and I did it. I don't even know how much money I raised. I have to check that. That is probably somewhere. There will be another one in March again next year. Another 24 hours. I don't know when. Probably won't be the last weekend of March because I had to cheat. I went from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. because we had daylight saving in the middle, and otherwise I would have done a 23-hour. So I might bring it up a weekend earlier, so I can have an exact 8 till 8 time frame to do so. I had one person come back to me that they didn't receive their stuff, and I knew that there was some delay with that, but then the company who were supposed to ship it switched owners, and then everything got lost. So I finally sent them something, and it arrived today. So I gave them something out of my own pocket. So that got fixed. So everybody should have gotten their prize. Next year it will be War Child again. There is still too much war in the world, sadly. So I think War Child is a good cause because yeah, the children are the future, and to keep the war as much out of a child. I know once they're in a war zone, it's hard to do, but to help them cope with stuff and also helping them with stuff they lost because of the war, like school, health, family, stuff like that. Well, I think War Child is a good organization, and it's also more global. I could go for a Dutch. No, there is a Dutch War Child, but they are not on Tiltify, which is easy to use because if you use Tiltify, I can use it on Twitch and probably also on YouTube. That's also a thing I need to check out. This was the year that Stream Elements allowed me to stream simultaneously to YouTube and to Twitch. which is awesome. But yeah, YouTube is basically now a live recording of what's happening. You cannot do much on YouTube. You can talk to me. Chat still works. I can see your chat come up if you talk to me on YouTube. So if you are joining me on YouTube during the stream, please say something so I know you're there. But if you say something after the fact, I will also check it. I got a couple of complaints. Well, people just said I don't like all the chatter and everything, and said, well, basically it's a live stream. So during a live stream, I seek to contact chat, my audience, and that's why I keep chatting and there's a lot of talking. So yeah, that's why. So, I said, but there will be some changes in 2026. I will try to do more recorded stuff on YouTube, because that's what YouTube is useful for. So I will try to do reviews. I'm trying to do YouTube shorts, but more about that after we are done with coffee and crowdfunding, because there is not much. We really are scraping the bottle. I think scraping the bottom. I think we are at 3 pages, and most of it is RPG 3D printing as such. So I think we're done in like 10 minutes, maybe. So one of the questions for you people out there: did you back something this year? Did you back it because of me, or did you not back it because of me? That's also an option, of course. You're like, oh, I'm not touching that, and I'm the cause of that, either positive or negative. Let me know. Not that I would be the influence of your life or something like that, but it's nice to know that these kind of streams are helpful. If you're watching this after the fact, sure, let me know in the comments on YouTube. How did this help? I know some people, and I'm not naming names, just put this on in the background, and then sorry for today, it will be probably a short stream about at least Kickstarters. But yeah, after that we can talk about whatever. Have a little FAQ or Q&A. Not an FAQ, Q&A. Otherwise I have to count questions and see which are the most frequent. So yeah, shall we just start and see where we end? I don't recall exactly where we ended. I think we ended over here, because that's the first one from the New Year's Day. No, Christmas Eve day. Yeah, that one. The 24th. Or maybe even the 25th. There we go. So, if you are new, then you definitely need to know the rules, of course, because I do have rules. RPG stuff, like this thing for 5th edition, which means Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. I'm not doing that. 3D printing stuff, even though this looks very, very cool, I'm not doing that. So those are stuff. This is also 3D printing. STL file means 3D printing, so I'm skipping those. Languages that I don't fully master. Let's keep it like that. I can get around with a little bit of German or French, but let's not try that. I will keep it to English and Dutch, because Dutch is my native tongue. So if I suck at Dutch, I would have had an issue. But yeah, Dutch, English, those are the two, and the rest is about, well, sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's not that hard. One time I had a Danish person in my chat, and I could easily follow what they were saying, even though I never read Danish before. But then Danish is so close to Dutch again, and German and Dutch, so it was an easy fix, and I filled in the blanks based on context. So yeah, that, and then once I open them, I will check if they use AI. Most likely generative AI, because yeah, AI can be used in so many ways, and it can be useful, it can be helpful, it can be a tool. But as a lot of people say, I want AI to do my laundry, to do my dishes, but don't do my artwork and my writing. Unless I'm filling in a form, sure, go ahead, but keep it correct. But don't write stories for me if I'm an author. Come on, you're no longer an artist if you have something else do all the work for you, right? So, hello, Lisa, good to see you. I've been picking up Pokemon Go, and I see you send me some gifts, so thank you. But yeah, no AI. Shall we start? Let's start. Wow, that's weird. The social media stream ninja is faster than OBS basic stream chat. That's weird because normally it's the other way around. But yeah. Yeah, you play it sometimes, yeah. Yeah, I got back into the feeling again. So a lot of, well, it gets dark here around 4:30 p.m. So the nights are long, the evenings are long. So, and there's not much goods on the TV anymore, and I'm not in the mood to binge something new. So yeah, at some point I'm just, while I'm watching watching the news, I'm playing. Yeah, but it's fun to see people playing it again. I got stuck, by the way, because for one mission I have to have Caldeo as my my you know when they walk along, called partner, sidekick. There's a word for it. But yeah. Um, Somehow I've never gotten a Caldeo. I've never seen a Caldeo. And I'm like, how am I fulfilling that task? So, for the exception, I paid to do the mission where at the end you get Caldeo. And then, yay, I can use Caldeo again. And I can finish, because it annoys me when I cannot finish a, a mission, even though it's a simple mission. Okay, one thing I did forget to mention. Oh yeah, I mentioned generative AI means bye bye. I will open like 10-ish of them, and that might be all today. It might definitely be all. So it will be a short stream about crowdfunding, and then we're gonna talk about my channel, the future of my channel. Past Kickstarters I am sad about. Currently none, to be honest. But yeah, let's start. So we have 10 tactics. This is all RPG. We skip that. 3D printing, and it looks cool, but it's not what we're looking for. Infinite dice towers. So that means it rolls from one into the next, into the next, into the next, into the next. You want at some point the die to stop. So don't have an infinite dice tower. World shaping kit. Okay. Discover the truth. Not so art. That's almost read as Nazi art. See art versus not so art. Uncover hidden clues within the art. Unlock the ending online. What the? It's a puzzle, but I have a feeling that AI has been used. So, pinups, nah. Drop the Needle, a game that connects music to memories. Well, music is a good trigger for memories, so that makes sense. Maricopa Con, that's in Phoenix, Arizona. If you want to go there, or at least have them have a con, that's something you can look at. Canine Legends. They're just dice with canines. So if you have a dog, big chance your dog is on it. I think I saw a Kaipo. And it's in a bone dice holder. Oh, that's kind of cool. Chibi Orcs. 3D printing. A lot of 3D printing. Trading card game. I don't back trading card games, but at least it's something. Write that down, card game. So that's kind of like blank. Or RPGs. And we're at the top already. Like I said, that's not much. It's really, really not that much. Role-playing game, D&D metal weapon dice, and this is a Spanish show. Yeah. Let's go through them. We have 10 tactics. With very voluptuous ladies. And it says use of AI, but no AI was employed. How do you employ an AI? Employ means you're paying for it, right? Like you're giving it a salary, an allowance. You cannot do that with AI, right? But at least they're not using it for card illustration or anything. But because they are non-native, they had the voice generated, and I see that happening a lot. And you see that also a lot on shorts, TikTok, Instagram stories, YouTube shorts. A lot of generative talking, and at some point you only hear 4 different voices, I guess. And that's the downside. But I can get it that if you are not native English and you want to bring something in English, either hire somebody or do this. Yeah, I would still prefer hire somebody, but okay. It's not completely generative. It's because it's basically reading out loud what you already wrote. So it's generating the audio, but it's basically transforming text to audio. And some people have that also on their Twitch channel. When a message pops in, then the message is being read out. So yeah, cannot blame them from that. Before the game starts, the first player places 1 card face down in their player zone as a piece. The second player places 2. At the start of your turn, you may set or change a card face down in your effect card zone as your ace. This card can alter battle results. Okay. During the turn, choose 1. Place a card from your hand into the player zone or move 1 piece. And then eventually you're gonna battle with each other, right? Advance into the opponent's player zone to win. So basically like chess. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the artwork. I'm like, if they are battling, shouldn't they be more properly dressed for the battle? I'm like, at least she is wearing full sleeve and covering everything, but then again, in a sword fight, a sweater doesn't help much. Not even a tight sweater. It's like, yeah, let's get into combat like this. No. No. Okay. Now we have this, the not so art-based clue solving. How to play. Okay. Uncover the hidden code woven into the artwork. Your knowledge and intuition are keys to solving the mystery. And yes, you are free to use the internet. Well, how are you going to stop me? Block my whole internet signal when I'm playing the game? Then I'll take pictures of the game, close the game, and then type the answer you figured out for the website. So basically, it's just solving puzzles. Not sure what this is about. They have 1 backer for 70 euros or 13,000 yen. And this one is weird. Drop the needle. I was looking forward. I'm like, yay! Music connects to memories. Hey, the walls. Happy almost New Year. Yeah. Little over 24 hours. Yeah, this is such a poor thing. There were only 5 campaigns on Kickstarter that fit, and this one just didn't. It's New Year's? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. It's not yet New Year's. Not yet. We're getting there. What do you drop for New Year's in the Netherlands? We don't drop anything. We are not droppers. We can throw the ball around hours. Basically, on every TV channel, at least Dutch TV channel, there's just a countdown, and then we pop the champagne and try to do it exactly when the countdown is at 0. But that's a little hard to do because sometimes the cork is stuck, or sometimes the cork is like poop. I know you are big on dropping in the States. I've been watching a lot of college football. I've seen a lot of dropping. Past few days, a lot. No, not just college football, also basic, normal NFL football. There's been a lot of dropping and a lot of exciting games, by the way. Cannot wait for the Super Bowl. But yeah, basically, there are some standard things on TV. We have what we call popping corks. And basically, it's when a TV channel looks at special event bloopers, mostly bloopers from the past year. So that's a tradition. I don't watch that a lot. Then we have what we call the oudejaarsconference. Basically, there is a comedian that's been hired by the public television network, and he makes jokes reflecting back on the last year. So there will be jokes about Ukraine and jokes about Trump, definitely. Trump, our own mess. We had our government fell twice. Even our babysitting cabinet, which means, well, we didn't vote for new one yet, so you watch the shop, that fell. So first one party dropped out, and then we had that cabinet left without that party, and then one party within that cabinet said, well, we're gonna quit as well. So we had a double failing cabinet. It's like, so yeah, the confidence in politics is like a bottom low. Super Bowl showing no Chiefs. I didn't check what's happening. I know that Mahomes had an injury and it didn't go all too well. I haven't checked complete roster yet on who's. No, yeah, pull it. Yeah. Geert Wilders is just an awful name. Well, it's very basic, actually. Oh, they did not make the playoffs. Do you think that Mahomes' injury has led to that? Because they had 2 different quarterbacks in the past few games, right? And now we're talking football. So, yeah. So that's one tradition, that there's a comedian talking. And now all the other networks are doing the same. And basically, the one that they hired this year, I don't think he's funny. So I'm like, So we're just gonna play games. Just because, yeah, I will arrive at 5 p.m., 6 p.m. at my mother's place And then we're gonna play games until 11:55. And because most of us don't drink, we just use some other sparkly stuff. We toast. We watch everybody blow all their money that they suppose they don't have into the sky with fireworks. And we watch people burn their money, literally. I heard somebody on the news, he spent $5,000 on fireworks to just like, what? Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. Both number one sheets. Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense that they don't have pictures. Just buy the head on Klarna. Nah. We'll talk about that later. This one also a very boring thing. I don't see anything about AI. Artwork and final polish. Some artwork layouts and text may need final adjustment. There is no more images. Why? This looks hella cute. Like, look at this cup of chocolate with marshmallows. That's super cute, right? I would almost say it might be AI, but they don't say so. But but then, yeah, no images, no. Let's move on to the next one. I know a bit about football. I'm not completely into it. Don't forget, these games are played mostly when I'm supposed to be sleeping. Yeah, I don't know where the rest was, Liesel. I don't know. Also, this one. Ha! We have a story, we have risks. You're not even trying. Come on. Okay, on to GameFound. And to be fair, on GameFound, I only have these two. Guntabar and the breaking, I don't know, something. That's it. Football beats sleep. At some point, maybe. I have taken the day off for the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl ends around 5 a.m. for me. Yeah, then normally I get up between 5 and 6 and drive to the office at 6:30. That's not gonna happen, so I took that day off. But the rest, I don't know. Okay, Guntabar. This looks very AI heavy, to be honest. Art and tools disclosure. AI assisted. I can use the button. Okay, next to the this one. Tassel dragon rise weapon. I see pictures. I don't recognize the venue, so it's not somewhere I have been. Okay, what's in the box? Card game. This could also be AI, but they don't mention it anywhere. Lord dump incoming. Well, let's not do that. What kind of add-ons? Arthur structure decks. The stretch goals, playmat. Holy crap! Look at those prices. Oh, this one sold out. It was like $4,000. Holy crap! $4,000. You can get it for $2,000 a month. Stretch pay. Yeah, no. What the? Booster? Anything? Oh, now one and done. So, something to get your pinky toe wet in Tasuo waters. That's the cheapest one. Yeah, nah. That means no pick of the week. There's nothing. There's nothing worth anything. Oh man. That was not much. Still made it in half an hour. Man. So yeah, New Year's, I'm playing games. My mother my son wanted to play Ticket to Ride once again because we don't play that a lot. I have everything Ticket to Ride. I said, do you want to play Ticket to Ride Amsterdam? We don't have that. I'm sure I have. It's right there. London, Berlin, San Francisco, New York, Amsterdam, Paris. All the small ones. I have them. All the big ones except Northern Lights because I already had the Scandinavian one, and I don't mind. I don't need that map to be suitable for more than 3 players. Normally I play with 3, so I don't need Northern Lights. So that's the one I don't, and Wilson Sales because that one sucks. So yeah, what to talk about? Did you guys back anything this year? I did back stuff. Something is arriving tomorrow, but I don't think that's something I backed. It's something that I pre-ordered. So there is something arriving tomorrow. So there will be one more delivery in 2025. I hope Assyria 2nd edition would arrive in time, but yeah. Hercules and 12 Labors. Speaking of that, should be near. Should be very near, by the way. Where is it? I don't know. It disappeared. The whole week it was like right here, and now that I like, look, I have it too, and it's like, where is it? I did get crumbs recently. I see Okinawa there. I don't know where Hercules went. Because that's something I'm planning on playing this weekend. Or next year. Funny. But yeah, Hercules and 12 Labors. Your friend designed it. Well, I have it. And it looks awesome. I can show you the expansion box because that one I could find. Oh, sirens. But it's already with the base game. And now it's like, where the heck is the base game? I guess it's in my bedroom because bedroom. I was mixing up bedroom and bathroom. In my bedroom because there was a big pile of games right here, so that would block the view. So I guess I moved it over. No, because that is over there. It's not in my bedroom. Did I lose a game? Please don't tell me I lost a game. Wouldn't be the first one, by the way. Then that's something I really need to do upcoming weekend, is to clean this whole area, put all the games back into the game room so that I know which games I have and don't have, because currently it's a big mess. And yeah, like I said, I cannot find it. It was on my desk the whole time, and now it's like poof, gone. If I'm playing it on stream, I might. It's not, at least not in January yet. Rather Dice Game, also own it. Also have no idea where it is. Oh man, Where did all my games go? What's up there? No. Why is it, my stacks are also falling apart? Yeah, okay, I really need to clean this area. Oh, but yeah, I do own that one. It might be downstairs. Most likely it is downstairs, but I know I own the dice game. I don't own the normal game, the basic game, but I know the dice game. But what I am planning for this year, I was planning to do this one, the 365 adventure dungeons, and then start in January and every day and do a nice YouTube short with one adventure at a time, because it's like 2 minutes every day. So what could go wrong? Well, forgetting that you was supposed to do it. That's basically why I didn't do it. So take two, but now with Cthulhu. Yeah, we're gonna do it with Cthulhu. Starting January 1st, I probably will not record one every day. I will record like 7 or 14 in a row and just release one every day. It's so simple. It's basically you got a couple of dice, you roll Yahtzee style, and do an adventure every day. See? What did I do? Oh, I muted myself. That's not. I'm like, oh, everything went quiet. So I dropped it right on my keyboard. So yeah, you move into January 1st, which is a Friday. Then you read the adventure, you're gonna do it. And each monster has a certain strength and you need to beat it. And if you don't, I don't know what happens. It's been a while. So yeah, I'm gonna record a couple of these and then I'm gonna release one for each day. Basically, it's like a huge advent. 365. We're not in a leap year. That's 2 years from now. Well, 2 and a bit. So that's coming. On my YouTube channel, there will be more recorded stuff. Not just the recording, automatic recording from this, which is currently also happening on YouTube. So that's basically a plan that I have. Maybe do one review or recorded playthrough each week. I don't have time for more because I have a full-time job. I'm only doing this as a hobby, but yeah, I want to grow numbers, so YouTube is still the way to go. And I'm currently at 16 subscribers on YouTube, or 16 followers on YouTube. So weird, because I think it's called subscribers on YouTube, but you're a follower on Twitch. And like, keep those names the same. Also on TikTok, I haven't done much since I posted a video where Jonesy the cat died during a game of Legendary Encounters Alien. I think that's the only thing I ever posted on TikTok. So yeah, I will do probably more on TikTok as well. So I'm gonna be more of a content creator and not just a streamer. So that's the plan. I have a couple of balls rolling for previews for campaigns coming in February. So streams late January, beginning of February coming. As I mentioned, there will be a 24-hour stream in March again for Watch Out, just like last year. So looking forward to doing that again. I have to figure out now that I'm also streaming to YouTube and YouTube cannot handle 24 hours, how I can switch to YouTube without turning off Twitch. It should be possible, but I have to figure out how. So I don't know how yet. I have to figure out how, what, why, when, yeah, those things. Yeah, and otherwise I might go off for like a minute and then come back also on Twitch. So I have both going on. Um, but that's something I have to figure out. I have like almost 3 months to figure that one out. So that's happening. The rest of my streaming schedule will be the same. I won't be changing much. Coffee and crowdfunding will still be on Tuesday, and on Thursday there will still be a Let's Play on Thursday. TLN will still be happening. I have, for as far as I know, I still have to talk with people in TLN, see how they experienced last year when I was at the reins of TLN. So, and also Tabletop After Dark has been quiet for a while. But that's more Panda Angels thing on coordinating that. So, but if possible, I will hopping on there as well from time to time. Conventions. I'm not coming to the States, not yet, unless, and that's a big unless. There's always the New Year's lottery, which will be tomorrow at 10 p.m., so less than 24 hours. The prize money is $30 million. I have to. I only got the half value lottery ticket, so that would be 15 million. Still a lot of money, right? Then I have to split it with among six, which I'm one of. So that will be 2.5 million. If I indeed win that 2.5 million, I probably will come to Gen Con. Still enough money to come to Gen Con. There is one caveat. That's currently the policy for Europeans coming to the United States. That might blow things up. I don't know. So, and probably we will visit another city or something else, maybe two, before we go there. I'm guessing my son would love to visit Boston once more because we had an amazing time watching the Red Sox. So, yeah, that, and there were some things we didn't see in New York. So maybe we do Boston, New York, and then fly off and skip Philadelphia this year. But first, we need to win the money, right? If we don't win the money, then I'm definitely not coming. Then hopefully Aircon Northwest, if that's happening. It's not set in stone yet that that's happening, and so that would mean I will be going to the UK for a week. Definitely Essen. That's a given. I will always go to Essen. So that's the foreign. Well, Belgium is technically foreign as well, but I'm speaking Dutch there, so it doesn't feel foreign. But yeah, then we have Zuiderspel over here, Noorderspel. So that Zuiderspel means games in the south, and Noorderspel means games in the north. So you're guessing in which direction they are. So visiting Doth, Alkmaar maybe, because that's pretty close to me. And of course Spellenspectakel, because that's the biggest Dutch one. I have to be there. So that's happening there. So that's basically about me, about my channel. I want to grow the YouTube numbers, of course. I want to grow the Twitch numbers as well. I hope someday I hit that 1K. Currently, I am at 605, which I still think is a nice number. But yeah, 1K is the moment that more publishers are taking you seriously. At least if you're not from the US. I think if you're in the US, you might have a little lower. But yeah, it's such a weird thing. The Dutch publishers think I'm too small and I'm too international, and the international publishers think, well, you should check the Dutch publishers for a Dutch version. I'm like, yeah, but I'm streaming in English. If I'm streaming in English, why am I looking at a Dutch game? I have to translate every card. That just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. So, lowlights of 2025. I miss Gen Con this year. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could go to Gen Con every year, but it's just. It costs too much money. So yeah, missing Gen Con definitely. I would love to go to AirCon, which is normally mid-March, but it's always because it's mid-March. It's an issue. I just finished a pretty expensive December because it's the holidays. It's expensive. I spent money on new decorations and I spent money on gifts and everything. Then the most expensive yearly subscriptions I pay in January. So that's my AAA, which has Europe coverage because I leave the country 3 times a year. But yeah, I could say don't do the Europe coverage, but if I then get an issue when I'm not in the Netherlands, that's way more costly. So yeah, I'll keep that. And my annual checkup for my car is at the end of February. So yeah, there's a lot of expensive stuff. It's not like I'm being hassled by my mechanic, and I trust him, but there's always something. And the rules for an annual checkup are pretty high standard. They check your tire if your tires are worn too much. You have to change your tire. Changing a tire is I can do it. So there are stuff I will do before I bring my car over. I can do a lot on my own car. I'm not a mechanic, but my father learned me how to maintain a car. So, but yeah, sometimes it's easier if they do it. It costs a little bit more, but it's less time consuming. I can change the tire if needed, but yeah, I still have to buy a new tire. But my car handles pretty well. I don't expect too much. This year, my front 2 tires were worn too much, so they needed to be replacement. And my back tires need that this year. We'll see. So yeah, that's conventions wise. Looking forward to new games that are coming. I don't know them by the top of my head, to be honest, which are coming. I know the Board Games James made a nice list. Some included companies I prefer not to get games from anymore. But yeah, to each their own. Do I still have that list from Board Games James? Board Game Geek. Flash. And then I don't know. I did not do anything on it, so no. I don't know. Yeah, there are companies that are like anti-woke. I don't like the term woke. I'm considerate. I keep in mind who my audience is and I want to be more exclusive. I hate the term woke. But there are people who are anti everything and like screw that. Slavery is real. Yeah, slavery was real, but do we need to really keep pounding on it. So yeah, and of course AI. If they say, "Oh, we are fine with AI," I'm like, "Yeah, then I'm not fine with you." I lost a lot of work because of that. I was the only. And once at the company replied to me, "But if you're making a game, how are you doing that without AI?" It's like, yeah, clip art, free to use clip art or stuff like that. I cannot even draw. That's how I made one game. That's one thing. By the end of January, there are people that backed my Kickstarter way in 2022, I believe it was. My game is almost fully playtested, but I have to finish the artwork. And I've been doing other stuff. Exactly, Liesel. There was no AI in the 80s. They still did playtesting then. It's like you're looking for excuses. But yeah, my game, Party Planner, should be fully completed, hopefully, by the end of January. Maybe mid-February. I hope to have them done by end of January. With the clip art that I'm using, and maybe I will try to get it fully published eventually. There's also another game that I'm making right now that I'm designing. It was Rotating Rumblings. I'm now redesignating it with Spinning Soldiers. So you know there's something going around. And I hope to have that prototype ready before Zuiderspel. When is Zuiderspel? I think Zuiderspel was beginning of March. Zuiderspel 2026. That's after 14th and 15th of March. So that's simultaneously with Aircon. I hope to have my prototype ready by then. And I'm doing the artwork myself, not clip art. I'm doing the artwork completely myself. And I promised one publisher they would get first pick. So if they say no, they say no. But if they say yes, sure. If we can get to an agreement, of course. And that would be their first in-house title, because currently they are only doing translations. So exciting. So yeah. So that's something I really hope to have done, and hopefully I will find a publisher for it. That would be awesome, a publisher that doesn't use AI. So that's me. I have a lot of solo games that I still need to play. I got Dragons of Etchinstone, still haven't played it. I have, well, where was it? Crumbs. Still need to play that one. That's a 1 or 2 player game. And I also had another one over here. Oh yeah, the new latest Tanglewood, Rose. Want to try that one. So there's a lot coming. Probably will do recorded playthroughs of those. They are too short for a full stream. As the Crumbs is a solo game, it takes like 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm not gonna play it 4 or 5 times. That's not something I would do. Dragons of Etchinstone is also like 30 minutes. It's too short for a stream. Even this right now is too short for a stream, I think. Stream should be at least an hour and a half, hopefully 2 hours. And we're almost at an hour mark, so I'm not sure if anybody else is live right now, because then we can get a raid. And show more. Do we have any board? TNT Tabletop is doing some painting, and anybody doing board games right now? Don't say I'm the biggest channel right now. No, I'm not. But there are not. Some are doing a replay, so that's boring. There's a Danish Twilight Imperium happening right now. So, Timey, when are you going live? Like 5 minutes? Because otherwise I'm like, what? If you, another big one, I totally forgot. I hope to have it ready this weekend. Might be a week later because I'm putting a lot in one weekend and I'm only human. Getting my own Discord ready. That doesn't mean I'm leaving other Discords. Well, maybe because there are some I'm totally not active in at all. So why stay there? But I'm getting my own Discord for Dutch and English people alike. So yeah, there's that. And then I might be doing BGA evenings around my time, so I can play BGA with some people, and not stream it, but just have nice talks with people while playing a board game, like you would at a table, but only on Board Game Arena. That's things I really want happening. Timey, are you still there? I've got some suggestions for collabs, but that's not what I'm looking for. Otherwise, I'm just gonna end the stream. Because it's almost 11. Not that I'm in a rush, but yeah. Oh, I almost thought that Timey was saying something, but it's on my other channel. Okay, I think that's it. So, working on a Discord, working on a website as well, by the way. Getting more recorded stuff for YouTube ready, getting shorts ready, YouTube shorts, maybe even throw them on TikTok, Instagram stories. I'm getting sick and tired of Facebook, by the way. Instagram isn't that bad yet, but the stuff that I see on Facebook is, I think, 90% AI generated, and it just no, that's done. So there's that, and I hope to get more collaborations next year, not only with publishers but with other streamers. I'm not sure if I did any collabs this year, so I hope to do more collaborations. I know I discussed with M Peebles, for example, that we would do a Barrage stream. Barrage is available on Board Game Arena, if I'm not mistaken, so we could do that. So stuff like that. I would love to hop in, help, do stuff with other streamers. So if they want to work with me, hit me up. Doesn't need to be a paid thing. It just needs to be a fun thing. And I don't see anybody live to actually go to right now. So I will call it a night. So thank you all for being here for this last stream. Have an amazing, turn of the year. I wish you all the best for 2026. I will be streaming on January 1st, this regular time. And I will be streaming Unmatched, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what I will be streaming. Well, Liesel, it was awesome to have you here. And I understand that my time is not ideal for the US. And sometimes not even ideal for Europe as well. So, but it's the time that I can do stuff. And yeah, I have to find my audience like that. So yeah, I have to all the best in 2026. I will be streaming on January 1st with the Turtles, and I will do a bonus stream. Well, not bonus stream, a catch up stream on Friday for March of the Ants, which I cancelled 2 weeks ago. So have a good one, and I hope to see you all in 2026. Bye bye.